Hey everyone, who have the privilege of a long life. I'm thrilled to welcome you to today's video. Let's call it The Art of Letting Go. I know that might sound a bit counterintuitive at first. After all, society has long preached that constant busyness and relentless striving are the marks of a successful life. But today, I'm here to challenge that very assumption and invite you to explore a radically different perspective on aging and happiness. Over the years, I've come to realize that sometimes the secret to a truly fulfilling life is not in doing more, but in learning to let go of the burdens that no longer serve us. This video is all about discovering the beauty in doing less, shedding the unnecessary expectations, and embracing the peace that comes from simplicity. I've poured my heart into researching this topic, talking with wise elders and experts alike, and delving into countless books and articles to bring you insights that can transform the way you live your life. So, if you're ready to question everything you thought you knew about success and happiness in your later years, stay tuned. This journey might just change everything. In preparing for this video, I've dedicated countless hours to deep research, engaging in heartfelt conversations with elders who've experienced the highs and lows of life, and absorbing the wisdom from a myriad of books and reliable online resources. I wanted to ensure that every idea I share comes from real, lived experiences and insights that have been tested by time. As I sifted through inspiring stories and practical advice, one thing became crystal clear: the conventional belief that we must always be in motion is not only unsustainable, but can actually hinder our happiness as we age. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you can help me continue to spread this knowledge. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos I publish regularly. If you like this video or not, please leave me a comment to let me know so I can make a better one for you. Now, let's get started. I promise that by the end of our time together today, you'll see that the path to a more joyful life is paved not by constant action, but by the wisdom of knowing when to let go. Let me share with you a story that really opened my eyes to the power of letting go. I once met a remarkable individual, Lucy, a friend from San Diego, in her 70s, who had spent decades trying to impress others by overachieving, dressing impeccably, and curating an image that wasn't truly her own. Over time, the weight of these expectations became unbearable. One day, she decided to stop caring about the trivial judgments of society and began living solely for her own happiness. I witnessed her transformation firsthand as she embraced her quirks, started wearing what felt comfortable instead of what looked good, and finally learned to laugh at the small mishaps of life. Her journey wasn't about giving up on ambition, but about redirecting her energy to what truly mattered: authentic living. That conversation with her was like a breath of fresh air. It reminded me that when we let go of the need to constantly impress, we make room for genuine connections and a deeper sense of peace. This story is a testament to the incredible freedom that comes when we stop trying to live up to everyone else's expectations and start living for ourselves. Another pivotal insight I discovered on this journey is the importance of relinquishing the illusion of control. For many of us, the constant striving to plan every detail and predict every outcome is exhausting and ultimately futile. Life, as unpredictable as it is, has its own rhythm and pace. I recall a conversation with a mentor who told me, the harder you try to steer every twist and turn, the more you miss the beauty of the ride. This sentiment echoes the wisdom of Deepak Chopra, well-known doctor, writer, and philosopher, who once said, "In the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you." Embracing this philosophy, I learned that by releasing the tight grip on control, we open ourselves to unexpected joys and serendipitous moments. It's like letting go of the steering wheel for just a moment to appreciate the scenery. When you trust the journey, you begin to see that life's most cherished experiences often emerge when we stop fighting the current. This shift in perspective has helped me find peace in the unpredictability, encouraging me to flow with life rather than resist it. As I continued to explore these transformative ideas, I realized that one of the most liberating steps we can take is to distance ourselves from negativity. Throughout our lives, we often surround ourselves with people who drain our energy, individuals who thrive on complaints, criticism, and an endless focus on what's wrong rather than what's right. I remember a time when I, too, felt obligated to keep company with such negativity, believing that I had a responsibility to help them see the light. But eventually, I learned that protecting my peace sometimes meant stepping away from toxic relationships. Imagine trying to drive a car with a flat tire. No matter how hard you press the accelerator, you won't get far. That's what it's like trying to move forward when negative energy is weighing you down. I encourage you to be mindful of the company you keep and to surround yourself with those who lift you up rather than hold you back. By choosing to let go of negative influences, you free up the space to cultivate genuine joy, positive energy, and the kind of supportive relationships that truly matter. One of the most profound lessons I've embraced is the importance of resting without guilt. For far too long, I believed that taking time to rest was a luxury I couldn't afford, always pushing myself to be productive. Yet, life has taught me that rest is not a sign of weakness. It's a vital ingredient in the recipe for a fulfilling life. Think of it as taking a pit stop on a long road trip. Without it, you're bound to run out of steam before reaching your destination. I recall another close friend, Lynn, who, after years of relentless work and constant self-sacrifice, finally allowed herself the permission to simply rest and recharge. The transformation was remarkable. She began to notice that by honoring her body's need for rest, she not only improved her health, but also found a renewed sense of creativity and clarity. This shift wasn't about giving up or becoming lazy. It was about recognizing that self-care is essential for long-term well-being. Rest allowed her to reconnect with herself and to appreciate the quiet moments that make life so wonderfully unpredictable. Dear audience, sorry for disturbing you, but I looked recently at statistics of the most popular videos on my channel, and what I've found has blown my mind. 90% of you watching my videos haven't subscribed yet to my channel. So could I ask you for a favor before we continue? If you are watching this video, and if you want to support me and see our community growing, please just hit the bell button now in the lower right corner. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't commit you to anything, but that one click means the world to me. There is nothing better than seeing your feedback and engagement. And my commitment to you is, if you do that, I'll do everything I can to make sure that my videos will be better for every single week. I just need some motivation and confirmation from you guys to keep doing what I do. Thank you so much in advance. Now, let's talk about money. Something many of us obsess over from a young age often becomes a source of relentless stress and worry. I used to believe that accumulating wealth was the key to security and happiness. However, as I delved deeper into the realities of life and aging, I began to see money for what it truly is, a tool, not a measure of your worth, or the sole source of fulfillment. Just like fuel in a car, money can help you get where you need to go, but it isn't the destination itself. I remember a conversation with a financial expert who reminded me that true wealth is measured not by the digits in your bank account, but by the richness of your relationships, the beauty of your experiences, and the contentment in your heart. Letting go of the constant stress over money has allowed me to focus on what really matters, cherishing every moment, nurturing meaningful connections, and living life with a sense of gratitude for the simple pleasures that no amount of money can buy. This shift in mindset has been a game changer, freeing me from the perpetual fear of scarcity and opening up a world of possibility. Holding on to grudges is another heavy burden that we often carry long after the moment of hurt has passed. I've seen firsthand how unresolved anger and resentment can weigh us down like a backpack filled with rocks. Imagine trying to walk a long distance with that extra weight. You simply tire out much faster. I once spoke with a remarkable individual who shared how forgiving someone who had deeply hurt her allowed her to shed that burden and reclaim her inner peace. As Martin Luther King Jr. wisely observed, forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a constant attitude. Embracing forgiveness doesn't mean you forget what happened or that you condone the behavior. It means you choose to free yourself from the perpetual cycle of pain and bitterness. Letting go of grudges has enabled me to focus on the present moment, to cherish the positive experiences, and to move forward with a lighter heart. This journey toward forgiveness is not always easy, but it is one of the most empowering choices we can make for ourselves. Learning to say no is an essential lesson in reclaiming our time and energy, and it's something I had to learn the hard way. For many years, I found myself constantly agreeing to things that didn't align with my own needs or desires, often out of fear of disappointing others. I remember feeling like I was caught in a relentless loop of obligations, much like a runaway truck that refuses to slow down. Then one day, I made a conscious decision to start setting boundaries, to say no when something didn't serve my well-being, and to prioritize my own happiness without feeling guilty. This wasn't about being unkind or shutting people out. It was about respecting my own limits and recognizing that my energy is too precious to be squandered on endeavors that drain me. I began to notice a profound difference in my life. I felt lighter, more in control, and genuinely happier. Embracing the power of no allowed me to focus on the things that truly mattered, paving the way for deeper, more meaningful connections and a renewed sense of purpose. As we navigate the later stages of life, it's important to reframe our perception of aging from one of decline to one of privilege and growth. I've come to view every wrinkle, every gray hair, and every scar as a reward and honor, a visible reminder of the experiences that have shaped me into the person I am today. Rather than mourning the passage of time, I celebrate it. Aging, after all, is not a curse, but a gift, a chance to slow down and savor the richness of life. Each day offers the opportunity to learn something new, to enjoy a beautiful sunrise, or to share a heartfelt laugh with someone you love. When I look in the mirror, I see not the signs of wear, but the story of a life well lived, a tapestry woven with memories, triumphs, and lessons that no amount of youthful energy could ever replicate. Embracing this mindset has allowed me to appreciate the beauty of growing older and to approach each day with a sense of gratitude and wonder. It's about understanding that every moment, no matter how ordinary, is a treasure waiting to be discovered. Let's take a moment to recap the powerful ideas we've explored today. We've delved into the art of letting go of the need to impress, the urge to control every outcome, and the weight of negativity and grudges that can hold us back. I've shared personal stories, insights from deep research, and wisdom gathered from heartfelt conversations with people who have walked this path before us. These aren't lessons that have been handed to me on a silver platter. They've been earned through deliberate effort, trial and error, and a relentless pursuit of a life that is both meaningful and authentic. Every idea discussed today is a piece of a larger puzzle, a puzzle that, when assembled, reveals a picture of a life filled with peace, purpose, and joy. I encourage you to reflect on these insights and consider how they might transform your own journey. Remember, the path to a truly fulfilling life is not paved with constant striving, but with the courage to let go of what no longer serves you and the wisdom to embrace what truly matters. As we bring this video to a close, I want to leave you with a powerful call to action. I invite you to join me on this journey of intentional living by watching more videos on this channel, liking, subscribing, and sharing this content with someone who could benefit from it. Building a supportive community is essential not only to combat loneliness, but also to enrich our lives as we age. When we come together and share our experiences, we create a network of like-minded individuals who uplift one another, turning everyday challenges into shared victories. So, take this message of hope and empowerment to heart. You have the power to redefine what it means to grow older, to cast off the unnecessary burdens, and to embrace a life of true freedom and joy. Remember, the wisdom and peace you gain today are the results of deliberate choices and mindful living. Let's build a community where we celebrate our journeys, support each other, and transform the way we experience life one mindful, empowered step at a time.